Hello, our word today comes from the book of Psalm, chapter 33, and verse 4, which says, "For the word of the Lord is right and true. He is faithful in all he does." The New Living Translation says it this way: "For the word of the Lord holds true, and we can trust everything he does." We can trust everything he does. I must admit that sometimes, as the days run into one another, there are still some lingering questions. I am looking at what we're going through and I'm trying to imagine what the world is going to look like when all this is over. And there are times, if I'm being very honest, that there is this sense of despair, sense of fear and uncertainty that comes over me. And whenever I start to feel like that, I go back to the word of the Lord and to the promises that are found in the Bible. And it is in one of these times that I came across this verse, and I thought that because it was such an encouragement to me, that I would share it with you. For the word of the Lord holds true, meaning that whatever it is that we are reading from the word of the Lord, it will stand the test of time. It will hold true. And on top of that, we can always trust everything that God does. We can trust everything that God does. Yes, it seems like there is so much darkness in our world right now. And yet, God promises that He is our light in the midst of the darkness. And so, whenever I start to feel like that, or I should say, as I was starting to feel like that, and I read this verse, I was reminded about all the things that are going on in the world that are lovely, I should say, right? The fact that people are connecting with their neighbors for the first time in years. There are people who have never seen their neighbors, did not even know who they were. But because of these times, they were able to connect with them. That people are going out of their way to be kind to one another, to share what they have, what little they have. That people are coming up with ways to fundraise and feed the hungry and take care of the homeless. That there are others who are giving of their resources in or their skills and their talents by singing. I believe I even saw a virtual concert. People are finding ways to connect and to be light and to share love and goodness in all of this. And that for me is an indication that God is still with us because He is the source of all good things. And so I am encouraged that whenever I start to feel this sense of darkness and gloom and doom, that I can find stories of wonderful things that people have done, kind things that people are doing. And I just encourage you and I challenge you to be one of those people who does something nice and kind and who can be a light to others in this time of darkness. That we can find ways to keep sane, to keep healthy and happy, and to know that it does not matter what is happening, God is still with us because He promises He will never leave us nor forsake us. And we have read today that His word is right and true. It will stand the test of time. Thank you so much and be blessed.